Check it out. Want to watch a movie in your car? Let's go into theater mode. 31-inch screen, visors roll up. I'm in the reclining position here in the 2023 i7 xDrive 60, and we're going to be talking about this car here in this review video at Vagabond Builds. Let's go ahead and bring that video over to you guys. What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to our channel here at Vagabond Builds, and today we're bringing you an in-depth review video of the 2023 BMW i7 in the xDrive 60 with the M package and also the added M package Pro. And we're going to be talking about the exterior, the interior, and the specs of this exact car here in this review. But before we do, because it's not a sponsored video and we truly appreciate your guys' support here at Vagabond Builds, if you guys like to tap that like button, subscribe to our channel because it really supports our channel. And also, if you got something for us to film, here's our email below. Email us and we could talk details later. A special shout out and a thanks to Roseville BMW here at the Roseville Auto Mall in Roseville, California for providing us this beautiful BMW i7 for this review. Stay tuned, keep watching. We're dropping that MSRP sticker so you guys get an exact idea of what comes with this car and the price tag on top. Now let's go ahead and talk BMW i7. So now let's kick this review off with talking some specs about this exact 2023 i7 xDrive 60. And the reason I mentioned the xDrive 60 is because it's the only drivetrain that comes in the 2023. Now, what do we see coming into the 2024 model? We see two added drivetrains, but we're not going to get into that. Just food for thought if you want to pay attention to the 2024 instead of the 23, but we're bringing you this exact one. Now this comes all-wheel drive standard with two motors, one to run the front and one to run the back of the car itself, bringing you forth horsepower at 536 horsepower with 549 pounds-feet of torque. You get a 101.7 kilowatt battery system with the option of DC fast charging, and you can add 80 miles in about 10 minutes of charging, which gives you 0 to 60 in about 4.1 seconds. A little bit about the MPGe on the xDrive 60 itself is 85 city, 89 highway, and an 87 combined. So now let's go ahead and shut this hood and talk i7 xDrive 60 M Sport with the M Sport Pro package. So two packages, M Sport package and M Sport package Pro. What are we going to see on this body? Blacked out Cali grille because of the M Sport. You're going to have the upgraded rims, and we're going to get to that also with the brake calipers and the black trims around that grille. Typically you would see chrome, okay? This does not have any chrome. This is completely blacked out, giving it more of that sporty, aggressive look. Yes, you have your tech, the bumper sensors going across. You have your camera right here. The BMW emblem with the blue lining, that is to let us know it's full electric. You have the crystal lighting system. This is something that we see in the i7s that is just a very nice and bougie feel, rich. Now, that is not just on the exterior, but also on the interior side of that crystallized lighting, which is beautiful. We left the hazards so you guys get an idea of how it looks with the lighting system in that BMW LED lighting with that black housing and that kind of silver trim going across, okay? You have the cuts for the airflow coming over to the rims. Parking markers are on the side of the bumpers, right and left, okay? Down here, we got more of that sporty kind of cut, aggressive grille. Coming over to the left-hand side of the car or the driver's side, let's get a load of what this M Sport i7 looks like. Now, let's talk some dimensions, okay? 212 inches in length, 77 inches in width, and 61 inches in height. That is not M Sport exclusive. That is just because the i7 itself is that length, width, and height. But what do we see on this M Sport? We see the 21-inch rims. Now, you have options from 19-inch to 21 inches. I want to mention something to you guys. If you have the 19 inches, you get better MPGe. The moment you kick it up to 20 or 21-inch rims, you're losing that MPGe on that full range of mileage, okay? So just take that into consideration. These are the 21-inch M wheels in that dual color. It's a kind of a glossy black with the machine surface silver. You have the M brake calipers, and personally, I love M, okay? That is just I've always been an M fan. Just the performance on these cars and the look are just beautiful. You have the adaptive air suspension. And also when we get over to the back, want to mention that while driving the car itself, that you have adaptive rear steering also. So literally the back tires are turning along with your front tires, just giving you better radius on those turns. And when you're driving the car, just with the stability, goodness, you know that BMW is kissing the floor as you're driving it. Side mirror, automatic foldable with the integrated lighting. Again, hazards are on so you guys get an idea. Camera system right here. All right, you get blind spot assist. Get a load of this. I want to talk, there's just so much to mention on this car because there's so many bells and whistles. But how do we open these doors? You literally can't open these doors a few ways. You have the the door sensor where we go ahead and press that sensor. The door is reading if there's anybody in the vicinity and it completely opens, okay? Let's go ahead and shut that door. And I want to show you guys, it does have soft closing, all right? And then you could also open the door with a button right under. You're going to tuck your hand and then open, and you're going to pull the door out yourself, which is kind of electric assisted, okay? So we're going to go ahead and shut that door again. Again, you got keyless fob entry on that also, all right? Coming over to the rear end, you're going, again, no chrome, blacked out trim around the windows. That kind of sporty look, even with those rims on the back coming together, just so beautiful on this i7 itself. Look how big and long that rear door is. Again, being like the executive, see how I used the button, it does not read. You only get that reading if you press that button there. So I'm gonna kind of open it. It helps you open, opens up, and then we're gonna close that through that button there. Just very boss executive feel on this i7. Coming over to the rear end, talking with these taillights first. Look at that kind of mosaic look here in these taillights. We left the hazards on again, so you guys get an idea of that LED lighting system here on the i7 rear end. You got just two separate taillights. You don't have any bar or anything. i7, the BMW, a little bit bigger with the camera integrated into the emblem. That's something different that we do not see in a lot of manufacturers where they put that camera inside the emblem. The button to open up to that cargo area. Dropping down, we have the bumper sensors going across. And again, that backup light here with that finished off in that black diffuser. Now, something I'd like to mention is, again, chrome. You're gonna, no chrome here on this trim here, and no chrome above the rear taillight. That is something that we're gonna see. That's M exclusive, M package or the M package Pro. They give you the blacked out trim, right? X-Drive 60 letting you know the 2023 drivetrain, that is standard all-wheel drive, the two motors. Let's go ahead and head over into the cargo area. And the cargo area, as we open to the cargo area, there is no spare tire on this i7, but wanted to show you guys the cargo area. It's about 17.7 cubic feet of space. And again, we put the trash here, but you have a little cubby room right there. What does it look like under this mat? You have some space there for personal belongings like a backpack or anything of the sort. And then you got the little first aid kit area or your flat tire system or whatnot that's going on over there. All right. Up top, you got the lighting kind of just pointing down into your cargo area, and then your buttons to press and close. That is pretty much. So now that we're done talking some specs, some interior look, and some cargo, let's go ahead and shoot over to the inside of this i7 and show you guys the bells and whistles. So now sitting inside the 2023 BMW i7 X-Drive 60, and where do I even start talking about this? With the mocha merino or merino full interior with that leather perforated look, it is just beautiful with the stitching, kind of bringing to you those diamonds slash triangular perforated looks on the design around this car with the piano black, the silver trim, the carbon fiber, with the crystallized inlays, just beautiful. Let's just stop for a second and breathe in i7. It is just the pinnacle of comfort on the BMW 7 Series brand. It is just phenomenal, okay? Full digital screens. It is just beautiful. Literally, there's so much to talk about. Now, I'm not going to mention everything that this car comes with because this video would be forever and you will not watch the video because statistics say you already lose your attention span at like 12 minutes. But I think this video is going to be somewhere around the 20-minute mark. But let's go ahead and bring this car to you starting with the door panels, okay? Now, what do we see on the door panels? Again, you got the leather wrap with the stitching and that mocha color itself, that kind of mosaic Bowers and Wilkins speaker covers, that premium sound inside the i7 with the crystallized buttons. Check this out. You're going to see this not just on the crystallized inlay, but also with the buttons itself. Get a load of that. This is how you're going to move your seat forward and back, rest. There you go. All right. And the crystallized inlay there. Now, go ahead and unlock and lock. Everything is touch sensitive inside this car. You have your driver's seat control that shows up here, and then you can go ahead and control this. You got the heated going up and down, things of that sort, lumbar support. Again, and then we're gonna continue over here to the left-hand side of this electric steering column. You have a few touch sensitive buttons. You have the door that opens automatically. If we go ahead and tap that, that opens, right? Then we're gonna go ahead and press that. This is where you're gonna be opening your doors from and sometimes even closing them from the outside, all right? Near that, you have a little kind of touch sensitive bar here to open and close this vent. And you don't see these vents, they're not literally sticking out to you. They're kind of hidden behind these metallic silver trims or up above, let's say, and you can go ahead and open and close. You do not have those regular standard knobs. The lighting, which if I go ahead and press that lighting, it shows up to me here on the screens, and we could go ahead and turn on and mess around with exterior lighting and so forth, additional settings. Next to that, again, you have the lighting button, the automatic on and off, and you could go ahead and shut off everything by just one button. To continue with the door panel, your controls with your windows here, your controls for the side mirrors, and a button there for that back trunk lid. Here, there's another button. This is a button that it is not an automatic open like this touch sensitive. This is open, and you literally have to push it open yourself, okay? You go ahead and close that. And then you also have a lever here, just in case your battery fails on you. You have a lever down here to automatically open this manually, just like that. And then you're gonna go ahead and push that door open. So literally 3 ways to open every door inside this car, okay? Let's go ahead and shut that. Soft close. All right, now, under that, there's just so much to mention. There's some space here for cup holders or personal pocket room. In front of you, what do we see that's also M Sport, not just from the blacked out trim, the rims, the brake calipers. You also have this M Sport steering that does not come standard in just the regular i7, but this is the M model with the silver and kind of that sportier flat bottom look here. Behind this leather-wrapped M Sport steering, you have the boost paddle there, the lighting, and then to the right, you have your windshield wipers. In front of you as you're sitting in this cockpit, huge heads-up display there. But one thing I wanted to show you guys, or pay attention to this, look how small this dashboard is. And honestly, I could only think of the one reason is why they would make this dashboard so small is because they maximize the cabin room with regards to the luxury and the space for seating, okay? Now, in front of you, what do we see? We have the driver cockpit cluster. Sorry that it's slightly dark. It has that kind of screen cover on it, so you might get a glare in the video. But again, you have the 86% battery charged, time, the mileage, temperature, and how much mileage you're gonna be doing on that full charge. You can change, if we come into this infotainment screen, we can make this full navigation, come into our apps. Again, there's just so much to talk about. I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit. Full navigation, come home and come back to this. And let's go to my modes, okay? We can change the look of these dash kind of themes, and let's go into sport, or maybe we're already in sport. Let's go ahead and to personal. And you kind of get a color change here and also on that dashboard. Look, switch mode. Let's go into, I want to show you guys some digital art mode, okay? Completely changes that front cluster. You get the color change with that, and you get that digital art screen there. Literally, you get, of course, so many modes here. Just look at that, expressive, relax. Sometimes you're, you're pissed off. You just want to relax. Just tell your driver, throw on that relax mode, all right? Or your wife, maybe she needs to relax, or your husband. I have no idea who would need to be relaxed. Look at this, something I'm gonna press and you're gonna hear a sound. This is very cool. Theater. And literally it sounds like you're sitting in a cinema. Gets it ready, drops that screen in the back. Beautiful look. Check that out, 31.3 inch screen. And we're gonna be talking about that once we get into the back. But okay, let's go ahead and go switch mode and go back into personal mode. Or sorry, let's just go back into a efficient mode, okay? Efficient. You get your temperature controls right under that. Everything is touch sensitive. You can control your seats by those little bars there, but if you wanted to control your seats, you could also control your seats through here, seat comfort, just like that. All right, there's just so much. I want to show you guys some more things, but I'm just trying to save some time in this video. But you get theater screen, climate controls, doors and windows, driver settings, exterior lighting, just a lot of beautiful things. You can also even literally take pictures inside this car itself. Go into charging, mobile devices. You got the Android Auto, the Apple CarPlay, BMW ID. You can set it up to where it's just for yourself, your mobile devices. So just so much, but you can literally take pictures. Let's say you're sitting in the car with your friends and you want to take kind of a selfie picture. You know how a lot of times people are like, hey, take a picture, and there's one person holding the phone. This car will take a picture of the full cabin, whoever is sitting inside the car, and literally store it for you. That is just an awesome feature to have inside this car. Now, again, let's talk about this little touch sensitive crystallized bar here. Now, not only that, you get different colors as you're changing the modes, but you also, if you go ahead and tap this hazard, you literally get a few seconds of blinking. Now, it doesn't stay on, but it's just few seconds of blinking, and then it kind of goes away, letting you know that the hazards are on. Turn that off, you get your defrosters, and again, those little bars to open and close those vents that are right here, kind of hiding away, not looking at you in the face. Also, to direct the airflow, you have these little rubberized knobs that you can go up and down with, right to left. Okay, check that out. Right, left, up, and down. Under that, before I even move forward, under that, you get that little touch sensitive button that goes ahead and opens up to you your glove compartment. Touch sensitive, open. All right. And continuing forward, under that area here, you get wireless charging pad, 2 cup holders, nice and deep cup holders, big, and go ahead and press those down, and they kind of have a lid that kind of comes up and over. Here you have also your a lot of buttons going on in the crystallized knobs, adding to that kind of luxurious feel. You got your volume knob, different little shapes itself on that little knob. Then you have the crystallized knob to go in through your screen and control. Press that bar, you go into your apps. Got the home button, the back button, the media, the navy, your parking sensors. Let's go ahead and show you guys that. Panorama view. You can go ahead and parking assist view, 360 bird's eye view, parking view. Look at that. All right, you go to more, car wash view, all that good stuff. I'm just not going through all of this because if you shoot over to Roseville BMW, they have guys that'll sit there and spend time with you. All right, you have the adaptive air suspension button, and of course also to increase height on that. Your little toggle switch here, I'm going to call it a toggle switch, but you have that little crystallized button where this is how you're going in and out, drive, park, neutral, reverse, and then your start and stop button. And we just turn on the car, letting us know that the passenger door is open. And look at how the cluster looks as we start this with the little M-Power sign up to the top right. And this is what it looks like turned on, all right? Let's go ahead and shut that off. Look at these. You got your card sensor in the key, the i7 key. I want to show you guys that also so you guys get an idea of how that looks. Opening to us, 2 USB plug-ins, some personal cubby room, and a regular 12-volt outlet right here. All right, above us, we have that full panoramic glass. Now, no sunroof on that. Let's go ahead and show you guys. Oh, you get the visor, electric controlled. open that, but no tilt slide roof, sunroof option on that. That is kind of different. And look at the lighting system, the characteristic width of that piano black. You can also pop up the screen in the back from here. Check that out. Very cool. Drops the sun visors, picks up the screen, and opens up the back to you if you're not in theater mode, all right? Closing that visor, the lights themselves, I mean, the doors are open, of course, but very cool. A lot of things going on inside the front side of this, but we're pretty much done. Before I head over to the back, I wanted to show you guys one more thing, is on the door sill plates here, because it's M Sport package, you have the M kick plates, with the M. Maybe you've seen these in the past. Let's go ahead and pull that back, just like that, and you get that. Let's go ahead and put that back on. So that's pretty much done with the front side interior. Again, the front seats are electric controlled, heated, ventilated, leg extensions, just all of it just fully loaded. The plush headrest with the carbon fiber accent in the back behind those plush headrests. Just a lot going on. Pinnacle of comfort inside this car. This is like the biggest horse in the barn with regards to the BMW comfort. Let's go ahead and show you guys the bells and whistles of the second row seating. So what's going on from the back reclining seat, and get a load of this. Now I'm about 6 feet 2 inches, so you guys get an idea, and my feet aren't even touching that front seat. But look at all this room in the full reclining position, and this only is for the passenger side rear seat, of course, because if you have a driver, that driver's seat is not gonna go up like that, okay? But look at this, literally, if you're in theater mode and you're just being chauffeured around and maybe your kid is like the king of France or something, literally you drop that screen. Let's go ahead and show you guys that. You have a little screen panel here that you can control your seats from here. You can control also your blinds. Let's go ahead and drop that theater screen. Folding down that 31.3-inch screen, I believe, if I'm not mistaken on that size. Knocks it into theater position, rolls up all your visors, the two on each door and the one in the back, making it dark here, and get a load of this. This thing is sweet, everybody. And you got the Bluetooth. You can connect to YouTube, to Hulu, to Netflix, all the good stuff through their 5G system inside this car. Now let's go ahead. I'm not going to go through all of this. Yes, keep using English, Fire TV, checking for updates. I'm not going to go through all of this because this video is going to be forever, but let's go ahead and show you guys how this gets controlled seats. And let's go ahead and drop this back down. You get the massage, the seat climate controls from here. I wanted to show you guys that massage, seat climate controls, adjustment, and then going back, okay? Now here, unlock, locking button, window switch. You get 3 ways, of course, as mentioned, to pop open these doors. Literally, this button is an automatic button open. This button here is the one you press and you manually push. And then you have the lever down here with some personal pocket space. Bowers and Wilkins speaker cover in that kind of mosaic design with that aluminum look. Your vent here on the B-pillar, and loving how it comes together with that mocha color, and that Alcantara suede is just beautiful. In between 2 seats here in the back, what do we have? Wireless charging pad. You get the USB-C plugins here and some personal cubby room. And then if we go ahead and push this, you get deployable cup holders that move forward, lined with that crystal lining coming in from the front over to the back. In front of you, you have the controls for your vents here, okay? And then some little personal pocket room under there. This is what your pockets look like on the back of the seats. More USB-C plugins right here, and you can connect little things like hangers and all that good stuff, those accessories that you want to do. All right. Now, this seat does get reclined and all that good stuff, but just not like this seat, okay? You have the option of having the extra plush pillows by the headrest. We just wanted to leave this one off so you guys get an idea of how it looks, kind of that suede feel. You connect it up here. It does come car seat compatibility, so if you have some kids, you want to drop the car seat back here, you have also that option, okay? And again, these headrests themselves kind of integrate, or comes one with the curvature of your head. Very comfortable. I'm letting you know how it is. So literally, if you got the pocketbook for this car, purchase it. But so much to mention. I'm sure we didn't cover it all here at Vagabond Builds. Now, I'm tired of feeling like a CEO. Well, I am a CEO of Vagabond Builds, but just feeling tired of feeling like a CEO in a car that I cannot literally afford. But any comments, questions, concerns, you leave in the comment section below. We'll try to get back to you guys as best as possible and answer them with regards to this car. Now, if you guys want to see the MSRP sticker, as promised, here it is. So you guys get an idea of what exactly comes with this car and the price tag on top. We thank you guys so much for watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. Stay tuned. We have more cool things coming. God bless you.